Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here with Louis and the sexy boy Joel.
All right, I'll take the glasses off. I don't know, man.
I love it.
I don't know if that's a compliment or whatever.
Hey man, can I tell how old you are?
Sure.
Man, this guy's 50. He looks younger than me.
51.
Fuck, he looks younger than me.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, man.
56. Come on, man.
Really?
I'm the old man in the FragCom. Woo! 56, baby.
Man, I have too much stress. Look at my face. So what we want to do is 10 fragrance questions answered. We just brainstorm about common fragrance questions and answer them under each other because we don't, that's the idea of the video. So I have one idea in my brain. And for example, what's the production price of a fragrance? It's pretty low. It's $5 more or less. So even the biggest brands, even my brand, pretty low. Do you have any typical fragrance question in your head?
One I get a lot is what do you consider the difference between niche and designer fragrances? Like, what is the kind of textbook definition? And I don't think there's necessarily one, but in my mind, the difference for me is kind of how they're marketed. Typically, a designer fragrance is going to be something that's mass marketed through a retailer usually. A niche is going to typically be either through their website, or maybe through a boutique. So that's kind of like a big question I get all the time, and your favorites and differences. But to me, that's how I differentiate is how the fragrance is marketed and how it is kind of produced.
I ask you a question.
Okay, can I answer that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, with me, my nose is 56 years old, so I'm very sensitive to fragrances. But with niche, it doesn't bother my nose. But with a lot of designer fragrances, like TJ Maxx fragrances, it bothers my nose. I could pick up on all those aroma chemicals.
So you're allergic to synthetic, cheap ingredients instead of natural rose oil from Bvlgari.
Yes.
What would you say, okay, because we want to kill a little bit of these questions, because it's not easy to come up with 10 questions now. What would you say is better, niche or designer?
Niche by far.
Okay, let's do a fourth question. I would say, what's the best fragrance brand? I would say it's Chanel, because you have the first mover advantage. They are like the Coca-Cola, like the Red Bull. They are famous, like the Rolex. Yeah, they are the best, but at the same time, they're not the best. But I mean, is this, we're talking about art to me. It's like, is Picasso the best? Is Rolex the best? And I like Guerlain a lot because of the heritage.
Guerlain is the best, in my opinion, the best two designers are Guerlain and Hermes.
Why Hermes?
Great fragrances.
All right.
I gotta say the Chanel exclusive line to me is the best designer line. It is.
Which one from them?
I like Boy. I like Sycamore. Coromandel.
Very seductive.
I like Le Lion, the brand new one that just came out. I think the best designer brand is the exclusive line of Chanel. Anyway, so I know you had a question.
What else can we talk about?
In your opinion, my opinion is Aqua Pour Homme trumps Aqua Amara. What is your opinion on that?
You mean the real old school Aqua?
No, the little discs, but it's not the orange one. It's the original.
And it's also not aquamarine.
It's Bvlgari. Yeah, it's not marine. It's Bvlgari Aqua Pour Homme.
I like the aquamarine for personal preference. As far as I remember, it's even more intense from a character standpoint than the other two that we just talked about, the marine or the original Pour Homme.
Can I say something? Aqua Pour Homme is the best seller, the highest rated on Fragrantica. It's got like 5,000 reviews with like a 4.30.
I agree.
It's the hidden gem. I think that really isn't discussed in the fragrance community.
I gotta check that one out. And I also heard that aquamarine is discontinued, possibly because it's unsuccessful. But I still love it.
I've given mine away because
it's too much of that
pencil
weird
shavings vibe.
Yeah. All right. Come on, we kick it with 5 more questions.
All right. How about this one? Do you have a signature scent?
Do you?
Either one of you. Me, I do not. I have way too many that I love. If you'd asked me that question 5 years ago, I would have said yes. Zizan by Ormond James.
That's a good one.
But I have too many I like. I can't just pick one signature scent.
You smell fantastic. I don't know what you're
Today
wearing.
I'm wearing an under the radar beauty called Tigre du Bengal from Malbrum Perfume.
Never heard about that.
Yeah, it's a real kind of niche perfume. I got it at Osme.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Veronique Gabai. It's beautiful. I don't know if you know
Which
who
one?
Veronique Gabai.
Yeah, I know her.
It's an orange blossom one.
Yeah.
Is that the Tunis?
Tunis,
Yeah.
very nice, very good for the summer. I think all of her fragrances are based around the Camtip TBs and very summer friendly.
So
I'm
you have
wearing
a signature or what?
a signature. No, not really. I wear different fragrances.
Yeah, we're fragrance
Yeah.
enthusiasts, so we try a lot.
Yeah.
I also
So you
don't
don't-
have,
okay.
no, I just switch it up and see do I get good reactions or not.
Can you spray that and see what
Of
you
course.
think? This is the Veronique Gabai Tunis.
Oh, that's the one
fragrance I
you're
was
talking
telling
about.
Yeah.
Souvenirs from
It's
Tunis.
very fresh.
Oh man, that's nice.
I got this
Oh,
from Osme.
Reminds me of the ocean or the beach.
I love this one. That smells good. All right, 4 more questions.
It's a tough one. All right.
What?
All right, go ahead.
This is a Jeremy type of a question. What's the golden Rolex of the fragrances? I know what first came
to
to
me,
my
I'm
brain.
going to say Creed Aventus.
Me too.
Yeah, right.
I said Creed Aventus. Like the typical, you got the coolest and... What would you say?
Bois de Portugal by Creed. It's an old school fougere. It's my
Yeah.
favorite. It's a Creed, but it's older, for older guys like 56 years old. It's very nice.
Isn't that their first major release, actually?
One of their, not one of their favorite, no, maybe it came out in the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
But for me, it relaxes me. I spray it on and I'm like, ooh, I feel confident.
Yeah,
I
of course, I
feel
love it.
awesome.
Nice.
All right. I think they also flavored with Bois de Portugal some leather gloves, if that story I remember correctly. Like they used to, because they were in the leather glove business, the
The one
Creed
you
family.
you mentioned,
Yeah.
MDCI Invasion Barbar, is in the same realm.
Okay.
It's
That's a classic
yeah.
fougere. Yeah, almost
Yeah.
a barbershop fougere. All right, since you asked a question earlier about favorite designer, let's say, what is your favorite niche house?
Nice. Oh, niche.
Favorite niche house?
Of course. First I thought Parfums de Mali, then I thought, obviously mine, but stupid. So let's do,
Other than
for
yours.
me, it's Parfums de Mali.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're what you expect from a niche house. They smell different, they are long lasting, the packaging is fantastic, and they're specified in one thing, which is the term niche. You're very niche in one thing, and they are so good with their oriental fragrances. Sadly, I like also because it's a very
Very fresh.
powerful,
Yeah.
but
Very bright.
I like Parfums de Mali. What are you? What about you?
Well, Neil, I'll let you go first.
It's hard to say because some fragrances I like from some houses, like I like Amouage, but I don't like all of their fragrances. But Amouage,
say if you must.
it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
They are switching up their game. They're becoming better and better now. They're much more modern. They switched up the complete team. I even heard the company was sold. I don't know if that's true, but in any case, something is happening with Amouage. Like they're very aggressive with their marketing and all that stuff.
And what I like about Amouage fragrances is from the second you spray it on till like 8 hours later, it's
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, they're beast mode. I
and
mean, it's
you're-
like projecting. And,
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
All right, so I hate to say that I'm not picking one. I got to pick two Italian ones. Look, people who watch my channel know I go a little bit more under the radar. I'm a little bit more. I don't like typically all the normal mass popular fragrances, so I'm going to go with Peccato Originale from Italy and also Mask Milano from Italy. To me, those are two
Mask Milano.
artisanal. I love
They
how
are
they
good.
craft their fragrances.
Yep.
The care. I love the story behind them. They all have these unique, almost like literature, like just novels behind the fragrances, and I get into that stuff. I'm a geek on that. So
Mask Milano, you know it?
Yeah.
Ah, I like them. The two Italian guys. And by the way, in Florence, they are doing the show again this year. I love it.
Turinzi or
Firenze.
yeah. Is it September or November?
Yeah, end
Okay.
of September.
Okay.
All right, last question. Let's finish this thing off simply with what's the fragrance of the day? For me, it's the fragrance called Tiger, the Dark Side. It's
I
a
love that.
marijuana oud fragrance. Very aggressive thing.
I can smell it. I'm wearing a Veronique Gabai fragrance, and I'm not even sure how to say it. Souvenir de Tunis, but it's a nice white floral, great for the summer.
I love it.
And I mentioned earlier, Tigre du Bengal from Malbram. It's a kind of Coke slash licorice slash boozy slash tobacco beast. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, I love this. Lewis, thank you for being in the video, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, you helped me a lot as well with everything.
Always, bro.
I love this vibe. And yeah, just write down whatever you think about this video. Thank you, guys.
Cheers,
Bye.
guys.
Good day, guys. Jeremy Fragrance here. Welcome to Batch Code.